What's going down? Welcome back. Another F.T.S. reaction brought to you by F.T.S. Network. I'm your host, Dre. Is this a host? I'm so used to doing a podcast to always say, this is your host. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's your boy, Dre. You know what it is. Yeah, so we reacting to more VladTV shit, more Boosie. A few things before we get it cracking. I be reacting to the Boosie stuff because how much of a Boosie fan I like, how much of a Boosie fan used to be, and the fact that residually the music still slaps, and it's hard for me to not want to listen to that shit sometimes still. But every time every time someone asks Boosie to expand on a thought, I'm like, man, don't. And then y'all gonna see why. Because it goes from, it be layers. It's like sometimes he be talking about some stuff that's not the question. Sometimes he'll like go to a whole nother point that's not really the point. And then other times he'll make his actual point, which to me be a little like creepy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like a little like, you know, problematic, I guess. Fucked up. I don't know how you want to put it, but whatever. So yeah. That's how I felt when I kind of looked this over. I said, you know what, I'm going to do a little video to it. I wasn't going to do no videos today. I did an hour or something podcast. I was tired. I was like, I ain't doing no reactions. I ain't doing no sports. I ain't doing nothing. And I was like, man, whatever. You say you want to do this, so I guess you should go on and do it. Somebody left a comment on one of the other videos I did about Boosie talking about, there's a lot of people who feel like Boosie do about the gays. I just want y'all to know, I'm not here to try and get you to like change your position on all that. You can be wrong just like Boosie. I don't care. If you want somebody who want to change your mind, go listen to Auntie Diaries. Kendrick wants you to stop saying that shit, but I don't care what you do, because whatever, you can just be wrong. You'll be wrong to me though. I ain't one of them, oh, you know, we can just agree to disagree, whatever. Like, okay, yeah, we can absolutely agree to disagree, but just know that if you disagree with me on something like this, in my mind, you're wrong. And I know in your mind I'm wrong too. But for me, I think I'm smarter than you. It seems like I know for you, you think you're smarter than me. But like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. So you could put all your comments down there or whatever. I'll never respond. If you agree with me, I'll be like, oh man, thanks for showing love to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Love you. If you on here talk about, oh, well, blah, 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 you never even get any attention from me. I won't like or dislike, or I ain't downvoting you. I'm not going to hide your comments. It can all stay up there. I don't care about you. You don't even exist to me. But anyway, shout out to Boosie and Vlad. Let's see what these guys are talking about. You see, even the title, all those girls, ratchet mamas, was sleeping with R.Kelly too. Fam. Let's see.
You have daughters, right?
Yes.
How old are your daughters' ages right now?
Right now. All my daughters grown except 2.
And they're how old?
6, 19, 18, 19, 20, 14.
So you have a 14-year-old, right?
Okay, listen. Piece of me wants to talk shit about that, because I feel like anybody paying attention to that first few moments of that interview is aware that Boosie don't know how old his kids are. But I mean, I'll be real with you. You ask me what grade my daughter's in right now, and I'm like 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm answering the question type shit. I'm not so confident in the answer that I'm just gonna be like, bow, oh, she in the 10th grade, nigga, I know what it is. Matter of fact, one time I went to her school when it was doing virtual, got all the wrong books and shit for her class, got all the way back to the car and realized that wasn't the grade she was in and had to go back. And I got custody of my daughter. She lived with me all during the school year. You know what I'm saying? By all accounts, I'm a really good dad. So, I mean, sometimes you just be forgetting how old they are. You know what I'm saying? So, see, look, anybody who want to say you just be coming for Boosie for anything, that's not true. That's not true. Just for the stuff I don't believe in.
Right?
Yeah.
That's about the same age that Aaliyah started messing with R.Kelly. If you found out that...
He just said, so you got a 14-year-old daughter, right? That's about the same age that Aaliyah was when she married R. Kelly. Okay.
30-something-year-old man was messing with your 14-year-old daughter.
37.
Would you want him to get 30 years?
I don't wish jail time.
Okay. Would you want to do
You know
something?
why you gotta understand.
Okay,
Listen. You know why you gotta understand me, because you gotta understand people who never went to prison, they can throw years out like that.
Right.
Cause they never been.
Right.
Your family, if your family has never been affected by it, you can just throw them out. You can just say, I hope he get 50 years.
Right.
But if you raised and your uncle have been took away, this shit affects families. It's no rehabilitation. It affects families.
I mean,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
essentially a life sentence for him at this point. He's what, 50-something years?
Okay. So here's the thing, right? Boosie's kind of right. In this, but it always be like that. When niggas be about to be wrong as fuck, or they be loud and wrong all the time, motherfuckers be right about some shit. Right now, what he's talking about, specifically what he's talking about, he's right. It's just not really the answer to the question though. But the fact that there's no rehabilitation in the prison system, that if people understood the conditions that prisoners were in while they were in prison, and all the things that go along with that, as far as like he's saying, like tearing apart family structures and all those other things or whatever, I actually do think people would be less likely to say, oh, we need to throw the book at this person. We need to give them 30 years, 100 years, 50 years, whatever. I just think that R. Kelly is a bad example of that. Because I know what prison conditions are like. I know what prison does to families. I have people in my family who've been affected by prisons. I've seen all of that. All of that. But it's not, and like he's like, I don't throw people away. I mean, I don't believe in throwing people away either who trying to do better. But one thing about me is that you got to have some remorse and some effort. If you just like, yeah, sometimes I sleep with 14-year-olds and it is what it is. And then when people confront you about it, you like, oh, I ain't do it. He was like, well, you did do it. He like, well, I did it, but she wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like this. This is your thing. It's like Bill Cosby. I used to cut for Bill Cosby, y'all. I used to be like, it's too late. He an old ass man. Y'all should have told on that man when he was still able to drug and rape women. Now he's so old and blind, he ain't no harm to nobody. It's too late. Like, you not saving no other women, whatever. That was legit my position on it for a while. And then it was like you would hear him talk after he got out, and some of the stuff that he would say and stuff like that, and you'll be like, whoa, buddy. You really do deserve to actually do the time for what you did. Like, you don't even feel bad. You feel like somebody has done something to you because you got caught raping 60 women. That's wild. And that's the energy that I feel like Boosie brings to situations like this. But that's whatever. Okay, so let's finish it out. It's a short video.
Years old. He's getting out. He's 80-something. He's probably going to die in prison. Plus, you got a whole other case. There's a whole other case.
It's a death sentence.
Okay. But if you found out that a grown man in the music industry was sleeping with your 14 or 15-year-old daughter, wouldn't you want to do something to that man?
Yes, I would want to do something. But you got to question the mothers and the father. If you let a man
answers the question, completely deflects to something else. Because in Boosie mind, he like, yeah, if this happened to me or one of my daughters, I'll kill the nigga. But that makes my daughters more valuable than the daughters of parents who wouldn't do that. Like, if you wouldn't kill for your kids, then your kids won't get what my kids will get, is basically what he's saying. Like, I wouldn't let nobody sex traffic my daughter because we'll kill that nigga. But y'all will let them live, so your daughter might get sex trafficked. That's wild to me that that's really a position that people will take and feel like it's a valid one. But I don't know. That's just not. It's just not me, I guess. Maybe I'm not. I ain't hood enough. I ain't gangster.
And how can a 14-year-old man be? How can a 30-year-old man be around your daughter every day, and you're cool with it? Like you said, he was fucking who? Aaliyah and her mom.
Right.
It's consensual. And I'm pretty sure if he was fucking Aaliyah and her mom, he was fucking all them little ratchets mamas and popping them off. But when your money run low, you gotta go.
Well, yeah.
And see, that's all That's what I'm talking about. When I said all he does, all the shit that he does, and then at the end of it, he says the creepy ass weird thing that he really does believe. If I fuck your mama, I can fuck you and that was consensual? What kind of weird shit is that? That's weird, bruh. That's really weird. That's really, really weird, to say the least. It's very much predatory behavior. It's very much, that's wild. That is wild to be like, if I sleep with a 14-year-old girl's mama and then I sleep with the 14-year-old girl, it's a double consensual because the mama, it's like how in Texas, you can let your 18-year-old kids drink if you there. He like, oh yeah, you can let your 14-year-old girl sleep with your nigga? What? Yeah, bro. And that's what I mean. Y'all be quick to say, oh, well, a lot of us feel how Boosie feel about some of that stuff. Y'all better start paying attention to how Boosie feel about some of this stuff for you be so quick to hop on that bandwagon and shit that you agree with. Like, wow, that's crazy. You think that's cool? You think that a mom can give you consent to have sex with her underage child? That's weird that you would even think about that. But, whatever. Anyway, man. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. Even if you a hating ass nigga, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Comments drive traffic, and that's what we want. So, you know what I'm saying? Leave them comments, share, tell a friend, like, subscribe to the page. Go check out the podcast. Go do all of that stuff or whatever. I love y'all. Peace.